Welcome back to the Den, Scoundrels. I hope you're all doing well. If you'd like to join the Den and the gang, there is a subscribe button down below. Hit it. Feel free. The membership is completely free. You just need to give me your time and your love. That's all I need. You know, just want to feel loved. We're back in the home, so audio quality's good. Video quality's decent. We should be back to producing fairly nice sounding content. Gotta say thanks to G2A for sponsoring the channel. But we're going to get right into the content today. We're going to dive straight in, talking about the prophecy. We're going to talk a little bit about the Myrmidon, but we're going to focus mainly on the prophecy today. And we're going to look at fittings. We're going to look at rigs. We're going to look at pretty much everything that you can and need to know in a very short space of time for the prophecy. So let's get into it. So first of all, let's jump in and talk about the prophecy. We're currently in Galente. Prophecy is an Amar ship. So we are going to go take a look. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see. I'm actually going to just make this a lot smaller so you guys can see a bit better. The prophecy. It's got 5 drone slots, 3 high slots, 3 medium, 5 low, and 3 rig slots of each type. The high slots don't matter a huge amount. Obviously, the drone slots are what are the most important. This is a drone ship. So the roll bonus gives you 15 kilometers drone range, which is the same as the Vexor Navy issue, I believe, but you have to have the skills to make that happen with the Vexor Navy issue. If you're just using the prophecy straight up, you're going to naturally get 15 kilometers extra drone control range. Advanced medium drone upgrade bonus per level is going to give you 30% drone DPS and 5% drone velocity. So as a total, if you were able to get this to level 5, you're going to get 150% drone DPS and 25% drone velocity. Now, the reason that I like the drone velocity over the Myrmidon's drone effective HP is that drone velocity is going to allow your drones to switch targets more readily and maintain DPS in PVE scenarios. Whereas drone effective HP is not a huge, doesn't actually mean that much in PVE. I've almost never seen rats try to attack the drones. So drone effective HP doesn't mean a huge amount. I think it's much better in a PvP scenario. Battlecruiser command bonus is going to give you 4% armor resistance per level, which is great. 20% extra resistances for your prophecy just off the bat is fantastic. Having a look at some extra stats, its flight velocity is 194 meters per second, which is one of the slower. The Galente Myrmidon is actually slower than this. Believe it or not, I thought Amar ships were always the slowest, but that is the case. Just having a look at some extra details here. The capacitor recharge rate is actually pretty good at 13.18. It's one of the higher versions of the Battlecruiser's capacitor recharge rate. The only other thing to note is that the majority of the effective HP from your defenses comes from your armor. So therefore, being an armor tank is going to get you the most extra effective HP in a prophecy. Although with a capacitor recharge rate of 13.18, you might be able to make a shield tank work or an active shield tank work. But I would say that for the most part, armor is way above the rest in terms of the tanking capabilities, and therefore the prophecy, being an Amar ship, is usually better suited to a armor tanking setup. We'll briefly compare this to the Galente Myrmidon. So the major differences between the two of them: same slots, same roll bonus, but a drone effective HP, and instead of native resistances, you're going to get armor repairer efficiency. I think this ship is still fine for PvE scenarios, but I do value the drone velocity, especially in medium drones, over than I value the drone effective HP. This is actually slightly slower than the prophecy at 191. What you're going to see is that the armor is still one of the major sources of defense here, but with Galente ships you do have the option for shield tanking. There is a small difference between the two. A lot of Galente's kind of power comes from the structure. So your last line of defense is always very good when it comes to Galente. But that's the Myrmidon. But I prefer the prophecy, so we're going to focus on the prophecy. Let's take a look at the skills that you're going to need. Pretty obvious. We'll run through them pretty quickly. Anything with battleship in. So Battlecruiser. Battlecruiser command, advanced Battlecruiser command, and if you can afford it, expert Battlecruiser command, but I don't need that just yet. Navigation. I run an afterburner. There is a debate as to whether you should run a micro warp drive versus an afterburner. Afterburner uses less capacitor, and it also doesn't increase your signature radius as much. Micro warp drive is going to increase your signature radius, which is going to make you easier to hit and target, but it will also make you faster and use more cap. So micro warp drive makes you faster, uses more capacitor, and also increases your signature radius. Afterburners are lower signature radius, not as fast, but also use less cap. armor operation and advanced armor operation, as well as armor hardening, could all be useful skills because both Galente and Amar ships are mainly armor tanks. You could shield tank this if you wanted to, but I would say armor tank is going to be more effective. And then obviously you're going to be looking for Battlecruiser defense upgrade and advanced Battlecruiser defense upgrade, both of which are perfectly good options. Engineering, you're going to be looking for Battlecruiser engineering and advanced Battlecruiser engineering, and targeting and advanced target management as well. They're both really important. And then obviously when it comes to drones, you're looking for medium drone operation and advanced medium drone operation. You're looking for medium drone upgrade, and for the roll bonus, the advanced medium drone upgrade, which will take you a little while to get to level 5, but once you get there it's worth it for sure. And then to increase your drone range specifically, you're going to want drone, advanced drone, and if you can get to it, expert drone as well. So those are the skills that you're going to need. Let's now take a look at a fit and then also show you some of the prophecy in action. From my point of view, I was just watching my friend play, but I'll give you some cut clips of us doing a tier 10 storyline mission with a cyclone and a prophecy with a couple of extra alts in there to kind of draw the aggro. This is my friend Evil Eyes' a prophecy, and so he's sort of very kindly given me some screenshots of his setup so we can talk a little bit about it. He is running 3 rapid medium missile launchers in the high slots. Now, I would recommend that you just run whatever you're most proficient with outside of drones, be that railguns, lasers, or whatever. I would just run 3 of the weapons that you have the most skills for outside of your drones, because the prophecy gives no bonuses to weapons, so it's completely dependent on the skills that you are running. We can have a look at the low slots. He's running 2 drone damage amplifications. He is running a medium afterburner, a reactive armor hardener, and a medium armor repairer. So those are his low slots. He is running 5 Vespers, so 5 medium Caldari drones, 2 Webifiers, and a Nosferatu. And then rigging-wise, he's running 2 capacitor control circuits. He's running 1 semiconductor memory cell. He is running 2 times drone range and 1 times drone damage. Now, you can stack as many of the drone range riggings as you like. You could technically, if you were rich enough and you wanted to spend 150 million, you could go and sort of pick up 30 kilometers of drone range just purely on your offensive riggings if you really wanted to. But as you can see from this screenshot, he is currently at an operational range of 63 kilometers, which is more than enough to solo out pretty much most PVE content. If you wanted to extend that, I'm sure that you could, either through riggings and obviously through training skills. So let's have a look at the drone itself. He's running a Mark 7 Vespa. They're quite expensive on the market right now. Optimal range of 4.8 kilometers with a drone control range of 63, flight velocity of 2.2 kilometers a second, and obviously it is a pretty beefy drone with an overall defense of 1,000. But again, just highlighting that it is an operational range of 63 kilometers. And then if he was to activate both of his drone damage amplification units, he would be hitting 650 DPS at 63 kilometers range, where he's pretty much completely untouchable. Yep. The prophecy is insane for PvE content. So let's have a jump into a small overview of my friend doing a tier 10 with me earlier on today.
And the prophecy gets a bonus to drone speed, which is really nice, which is why it's so much better than the Myrmidon.
Can you not just have auto attack the next target with your drones, and it'll be much better than...
Yeah, there's over 1,000 per drone with the damage mod on. That's pretty insane.
How long does the damage mod last for?
I
think I'm going to have to order...
22 seconds. It's got 60 second cooldown, but I've got 2 of them, so...
Actually insane.
That's nice.
How often do your drones attack? Once every...
It is.
Because I don't think I've hit this guy for a very long time. I don't think I've hit him for a while.
It says a reload time of 10 seconds, but it's way, way faster than 10 seconds. There's another stat that I was looking at that said it was like every 4.3 or something.
I actually don't. You look like you've got a similar range on Jerome as well.
Yeah, I'm just flying Jerome at well, he's actually at 67 at the moment. He just got a hit of 1,000, which isn't bad. But I normally have him at about 50 as well.
Is Evil Eyes at 50 right now?
55.
Have you been hit at all?
Yeah, he's just about to go into armor, so it'll be interesting to see what my tank is like. So I've just got the armor rep and the hardener, and I think I'm a day off Battlecruiser 5, so I'd get a really nice resistance bonus then.